All right, honky tonk.
Yeah, all right, minty tits there. I saw. Can I just by way of explanation? I saw that you sighed then, yeah.
Yeah.
But it hasn't bothered me because last week I had my sigh receptors not removed. I had them treated.
Yeah.
They're blanked out with a chemical.
You had them switched off.
That's a good way to think about it. So my sigh receptors. So I've seen you do it,
Yeah.
but I haven't heard
and
it.
You feel nothing.
I don't feel nothing.
I feel fantastic.
Good, because I feel like a free man now. Like
I
a
feel
free man.
so calm and just serene.
Yeah, I feel like a free man in a free advert in a free magazine. I'm that free. The Freedom Times.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you didn't play French music.
No.
Which
but
surprised me because
we are in France this week.
you've joined me in my hotel in Marseille.
I have.
At Le Ver Port in Marseille.
Indeed. Here we are.
Here we are. Thank you very much for coming,
Up
Andy.
to our necks in Euro 2016.
Yeah. I should explain, in case people are thinking of that I've got stories about the shenanigans and what have you, that after I saw it kicking off, I've actually been in this hotel now. The weather's been shit anyway, and they closed the fans on. Not that I would have dared gone there. So I've been in this hotel room now 4 days on the trot.
Sort of like home arrest.
That's what it feels
virtual
like. Virtual
prisoner. You got a lot of ham lying around.
I have. I've got a lot of ham, Andy. Actually, please, Jambon. Jambon, right. And there is a reason for that. On Friday, when I realised it wasn't safe, I thought I'd better batten down the hatches, get some supplies in. So I nipped out, and it's not nice out there. And I nipped out, and there's a shop. I'm not going to say it's called a Jambon shop, but when I got in there, it just seemed to be jambons.
Wall-to-wall jambons.
Yeah, it's not like you get up the Asda in packets. It's like uncooked and thin sliced.
Yeah.
All different sorts of jambon. So I got about 5 kilos of jambon.
It looks a bit like a the fallout from a waxy abattoir in here.
Well, can you smell it?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, it's like, as I say, it's not. I've got that little mini fridge there, but like I've got it. I'll just describe to the listeners, Andy. I've got a fan on, and I've laid out a lot of the jambon on top of the duvet, hoping the fan's going to keep it cool.
Yeah.
Have you been in my toilet bathroom?
Not yet. No, I didn't want to ask.
I've filled up the sink in the bathroom, and I've filled that with jambon. And see on my bedside table, that's lait actually, late
Right.
milk. I filled out the jambon in that. So
Jambon in milk.
well, it's just trying to keep it cool, Andy. You know what I mean? So I've got that, and I've got pain. I've got bread. Yeah. Why are you laughing? What would you got?
It's just a horrific scene. I've just arrived like 10 minutes ago. Got off the train, jumped in a taxi, and I've walked into this hell, this jambon hell.
Yeah. Well, it's the only. To be honest with you,
How long are you here for?
I'm going to Lille on the 114
Today?
Yeah.
Are you taking the jambon with you?
No, I'm just going
He's
to
going to
leave
leave it for the maid.
Well, I haven't. I've put that sign up, non-interrupte or whatever it says.
Something like that.
And anyway, so because jambon it's good stuff. If you went up but I can't go up the Asda here, so I've got all this different types of jambon, sliced frickin' pig or whatever. That's going off. I can hardly sleep. Have you seen me window there, Andy?
Yeah.
That opens about 4 inches. Yeah. And I put the jambon across. I put it on the sill so it could get the draft. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I've knackered up the mechanism, so I had noise in this room. And if you look through, sorry, I'm going on about my room here, ladies and gentlemen, but it is carnage, isn't it?
It's horrific. I wouldn't even put a picture on the internet. I wouldn't even tweet. They wouldn't believe it.
And look, Andy, you can't see from there. On the wall opposite that beige wall, someone's written "Viva Tomato." Hey, that happens to be the graffiti.
When you see someone,
well, I don't know. It says, I can't get my fucking brass hand through that gap there. And it says "Viva Tomato." So every time I look out the window, all I'm reminded of is that I've remembered to get the pie. I got pie, I got jambon, but I didn't get any tomatoes. So
you need your 5 a day. How you do with your 5 a day? You can have scurvy. When you get the Lille, get some limes in your bob.
God,
please.
I can't wait to get out of here, honestly. To be honest, I mean, it's beautiful. The weather hasn't been very good, and it's hot in here. Sorry,
It's very. I noticed you just wearing a basketball vest.
Yep.
I thought it would be like an England one, but it's not. It's just, I say a basketball vest. It's just like a plain white cotton vest.
Yeah.
And you've scrolled Chicago parsnips on it.
I haven't.
In red marker pen.
No, I haven't.
You have.
It just says
I'll
Chicago.
put a picture of that.
We
on
do
Twitter.
it. Could do it because you can't because I'm not wearing that garment.
Turn around. What's that on the back? Turn around. You've scrolled some bullet points on the back of it.
Yeah, and what are they?
Thou shalt be rad.
Okay.
Thou shalt not harsh the vibe.
Okay.
And thou shalt be punctual wherever reasonably possible.
Yeah. Well, I would happily stroll around La France with that on my back.
Chicago parsnips.
Well, yeah, it's not on. It just says Chicago.
It says Chicago parsnips.
So, I haven't slept much.
No, understandable.
Yeah. It's beginning to smell like your knickers in here, to be honest with you. So, the big bonuses, Andy, I know we'll get on to the football now. The big bonuses is, I like my observational comedy, yeah?
Oh, you were well into that, aren't we?
And the hotel room, so I've been writing observational
future
comedy. So do you want to hear a little bit of it?
Some, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do the observational voice. I say, have you ever noticed, like, in the hotel, like, the lead on the kettle is so short, you have to put the kettle on the floor next to the socket, which is really difficult with my brass hand. That's a good one, isn't it?
That's a good one. 7 out of 10.
Okay. Have you noticed, every time you go in the toilet, from the aircon, and then it goes off after about 20 minutes, then you go for a wee, and it goes back on again. Oh, God! Forgot about that, and your brass hand starts to vibrate. Do you like it?
7 out of 10.
Yeah, you turn on the shower and someone set it at about 2,000 degrees and it all gets in your brass hand mechanism. You can't work out how to use the stupid plug because all the plugs are stupid, so you have to unscrew your brass hand and use that. You know the plug in the sink?
Yeah.
How do you use that? What are you meant to press? So you have to put your brass hand in the hole. See, and the window's hardly open. Have you ever noticed? So how am I meant to get my hand through there, my brass hand, and shoo the pigeon? You know what I mean? Have you ever shooed a pigeon, Andy?
No, but I told a donkey to fuck off.
So yeah, do you like observation comedy?
Can I have a go at that?
You do it, man.
Because I did one last week, didn't I, about putting some petrol in the car and landing on the £5 exactly.
Yeah,
you went, hey kid, you've got a future in this.
Yeah.
So I've done some as well.
Nice one.
I'll tell you who you don't see much of these days. The IRA. I'll tell you don't see much of these days.
Yeah.
Tommy Cooper.
That's a good one, yeah, you don't.
The landline rang the other day. I didn't answer it. Could have been anyone. Could have been the IRA. The other day, I took some of ice cream out the freezer half an hour before I wanted to eat it, so it'll be easy to scoop. That's quite a good bit of advice as well. That
So,
one,
but you'd lose, of course, you don't want to refreeze it. You know, you've defrosted the whole...
Just enough, just so that it's soft enough. Just so that it's soft enough to scoop. I'm not trying to defrost it, turn it into cream or milk.
It's got, like, with all the troubles in the world and the terrible possibilities with Brexit and that, it's nice to have a bit of observational comedy in it.
God.
So...
I wish I had a brass hand.
Yeah,
the act would be a lot better with a brass hand.
Anyway, Steve McClaren.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you about him. What happened this week, yeah? Been in touch with his neighbour. So Steve went out in the garden in one of the sunny spells, yeah?
Yeah.
And he fell asleep. He's under one of the umbrellas. But one of his knackers was popping out under his shorts, yeah? And he got terribly, terribly sunburned.
Oh.
So he went in the kitchen and he got a ladle and he filled it with ice water.
Yeah.
And he stood there with his knackers in the ice water in the ladle, yeah? Fat lass comes in. Turns out that's the ladle she uses for a baked bean pot.
Oh, right.
It's a ladle of baked beans onto her toast, right? So she goes, Steve! Right?
Yeah.
He dropped the... Steve! He dropped the ladle and cold water onto a snake.
Oh, what happened to the snake?
What do you reckon?
Spewed up.
Spewed up. The snake spewed up on her like feather mules, that she was wearing. and he had such a bad night. He didn't want to go on about his knackers were killing him, and she didn't say a word. They watched the Great Great British Sewing Bee.
Yeah.
Didn't say a word to him.
So has she not brought the knackers up?
She knows.
Did she know what
he
was
didn't
doing
get a chance
then?
to explain. So actually, it's interesting. I wonder if she thinks he was doing something pervy, but
I wonder how tight his shorts were. Like high up.
oh, he wears
For
a
the
very
knacker.
high shirt.
Or
Yeah.
has he got low knackers? Low swinging knackers?
I don't want to get into that, Andy.
I tell you who's got low swinging knackers,
Who's
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really?
Yeah. And what he does, do you know, at half time,
Yeah.
he just lowers them gently. He's got like a trough in the dressing room and he just lowers them into this trough of warm almond oil
Nice.
and it keeps them lubricated. The bald, obviously, he shaves them, bald
Yeah.
balls. Billy
Yeah.
bald balls, they call them.
Yeah.
And that's what he does.
So Ronaldo, I suppose it's cooling.
Yeah.
It's lubricating so that when he's going at those electrics, those step overs, you
Yeah.
could catch your knackers on a step over, couldn't you?
You could twist them
You could twist them.
irrevocably.
Yeah, but when they're well oiled and lubricated, they'll
They
just
just
slide over each
slide.
other,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Imagine how angry he would have been after the draw last night with Iceland if his balls hadn't been warm and lubricated.
Tell me, Andy, I was watching it on the telly here. You've seen me telly. What size do you reckon?
Behind the Jambon,
What size do you reckon it is?
33.
No, I don't think it's even. I think it's probably about a 27. Anyway, and you only get 2 of the matches because I ain't got satellite here.
Oh.
Anyways, up. It was funny. I shouldn't go on about Steve McClaren, so it's ever so quick, but because it happened this week as well. He went to the pet shop to get his mice with
the snake.
with the fattest for the snake, and like she fell in love with this fluffy gerbil thing. Yeah, she's like, Steve, look. And Steve held it up to his chin, right, and he said, "Oh, this is what it looks like when you straddle me." Yeah, but what he hadn't realised was the snake was round his neck.
Oh, God.
One frickin' bite, bang! This little hamster furry
Gone.
guinea pig thing. Yeah, halfway down
They'll have
his
made him
neck.
pay for it as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's banned out of that shop now because, of course, obviously
God,
your
the
fat
list-
lash spewed up.
The list grows and grows, doesn't it?
Yeah, she spewed up beans all over the pet shop floor. Anyway, so enough for Steve McClaren.
Maybe he should stop giving it the mice. Maybe he should change his diet.
Yeah.
Put in a vegetarian diet or something.
So, do you do the just thinking lottery-wise, Andy?
Yeah.
Are you one? I've never met anyone who does the health lottery, yeah, the postcode lottery,
Mm-hmm.
or say Foxy Bingo. These cheap and
Yeah.
Do you?
I only do the health lottery now because obviously health's important
Yeah.
to us. It's good to be healthy.
What you think you
And-
win health? Do you? If
Well,
you-
yeah. Health points. Like on a computer game,
Yeah.
and it's got them hearts at the top of the screen, and
Yeah.
the more health you've got, the bigger your hearts are. I do the health lottery because, like that woman says on the advert, I've stopped doing the proper lottery because you don't win as much, and there's too many numbers in the machine.
Yeah.
So I'm like that.
So if I had been on the health lottery, I wouldn't have had my heart problems.
Well, I
'Cause
kind
I
of
don't-
say scientifically for certain, but I would, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You went for the greedy lottery.
I don't do the lottery.
Do you not do any of
I
them?
used to do Wednesday. They used to say Wednesday was Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I believed them. I said to the wife, I said, have you heard? If you
Guaranteed
go in
win.
on Wednesday, you win. But I never did, so I packed in.
And you're a millionaire as well, so why would you need to do the lottery?
Yeah. Wife's questions. Are you interested, or do you want to do some questions, or give me some facts?
I've got some questions here.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to do my questions first this week from blood relatives.
Not on the fucking Jambon.
Sorry, Bob. Bob, as a millionaire with your private orchard, your addiction to nectar, and your collection of seashells that used to belong to Andy Warhol, and your hotel room filled to the roof with Jambon, it's Father's Day on Sunday, Bob.
Hey.
Do you act as a kind of a father figure to your slaves? And are you the kind of father who pretends to produce an egg from behind his ear to amuse them? Or are you the kind who hits the whiskey as soon as he walks in through the door after work and kicks off when they play football with a balloon in the hallway, grabbing it from them and sticking your tie pin in it?
I'm not a millionaire. I don't have any staff.
Slaves.
I don't have staff. I don't have any slaves at all.
You got a gardener, that stuff.
Yeah, all right.
It's kind of a slave, isn't it?
No, he's a gardener. If you saw him, you wouldn't say to his face he's a slave, I tell you. But if you're trying to say in somewhere that I'm a fun dad, I'd like to think so, yeah.
Right.
Carry
I'm
on.
doing a podcast with your lads next week, so
Okay,
sort of
well,
a
you ask
spin-off
him.
from this. I'll ask them.
He's got his exams out as we speak. He's doing philosophy and religious stuff.
That's quite deep.
Yeah, well, I mean, good luck to him.
Good luck, Mortimer Junior.
I hope he does good.
Although, like, what kind of jobs are you going to get from that? Or is he just going to inherit your millions and just piss it away?
Next question.
Question 2. Do you make your slaves sit at your feet while you read them bedtime stories, knowing that they can't understand a word you're saying as they speak no English other than a few command phrases that you've taught them, which is just how you like it?
I don't. I'm a mansion. I don't have any staff.
Slaves.
So I don't have any slaves. Next question.
Do you insist they call you Papa Bob?
If I had slaves or servants, whichever way you call it, I would like them to call me Papa Robert, actually.
Oh.
I was always known. I was only known as Robert. I only became Bob for TV reasons. People back home call me Robert or Rob. Yeah.
Back home, you never go back home that day because you're not allowed.
I do. I had to go up there to do charity work.
Do you?
Yeah. Is that the end of your question?
No, I've got another one.
Well, remind me about the
It's
charity
another
work.
Father's Day related one. No, I'm not going to
Okay.
mention his charity work again because I don't believe it. Does the dirty alderman insist that you call him Daddy, or is it the other way around?
Who did you say? The alderman?
The dirty alderman.
Well, he's not dirty. My contact with the alderman is limited to business functions and charity functions.
Is that for legal reasons?
I'll just repeat what I've said. My relationship with the alderman is purely business professional relationship.
Is that why you kiss him at a charity function?
Andy, let me tell you about the charity function I went to last week, which is obviously
Up
what you're...
north, was it?
Yes, which is obviously what you're hinting at, right? Do you know what an alderman is?
Yeah.
What? Go on then.
It's like a vicar.
Oh, it's like a vicar. An alderman...
It's like a cross between a vicar and a mayor. It's for like villages that can't afford to have a vicar and a mayor. They have an alderman and he does both.
Right, no, what an alderman is he's the person... Say you vote 20 councillors onto what Sunderland Borough Council
Yeah.
to look after the bungalows and the street refuse and all that, bungalows. They, say you've got a Chinese community but no Chinese people are represented on the council. The councillors, not the voters, can vote for someone upstanding from the Chinese community to come on the council to offer their expertise.
Right.
So they're co-opted from the community.
Right.
And to signify that, they get a special chain. Right? Anyway, so I was at a charity do up north, and...
was up north to you, like Watford?
No, it was up north. It was in Stockton. It was a charity to help daft kids, you know, and the parents.
Yeah.
Well, you know, daft kids.
Well, daft like a good laugh.
No, I got
Or
a bit
daft like as in, you know, not all there.
daft behaviour and that.
Yeah.
Daft do that.
Fannying about and that.
Yeah, I don't want to upset anyone. Let's just say daft kids.
Yeah.
To help the daft kids.
The listeners know what we're talking about.
Right? And guess who I'm sitting next to?
The alderman?
The alderman. Yeah?
From down your way?
Yeah, the
Stockton alderman?
The dirty alderman. And he'd had a few, he kept like licking his lips, so I knew what he was after. What was he after, Andy?
A kiss.
He wanted a kiss, didn't he? So eventually, of course, I've got to go to the toilet for a Todd, right? So I get up and he doesn't follow, so I think, thank God for that. And I get in the toilet and I'm sitting on the toilet, todding. And I look up. Do you know there's always a gap between the top of the cubicle and the ceiling?
Yeah.
I've always thought that must be for hand puppet shows. At some point.
Probably back in the days of the Empire. You know, we'll have had people in toilets that did them puppet shows.
Little puppet. I just don't understand that gap. It's probably a structural thing. Anyway, suddenly, quite a big, about 5-inch pair of plastic comedy, like hen-like lips are thrown under the door, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
This happened. Yeah, so it's, and on the words it says, it has the words, kiss the alderman on them. So, fucking hell, he's out there, whatever. I opened the door. Absolutely true. The town clerk's there, the mayor and all his cronies, right? And the alderman is sat in the sink in his undies. And they're all shouting, kiss the alderman, kiss the alderman, kiss the alderman. So
what could you do?
So
what could you do? You cut out, didn't you?
I kissed
Trapped.
the alderman. So
On the lips or just on the cheek?
I gave him quite a long kiss on the lips.
Right. Tongues?
No, just a really, I'll call it a nice kiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
A nice
solid
extended kiss
Yeah.
on the alderman. Oh, I can't remember why we started talking about that, but
You wanted to talk about your charity work. I think you wanted to show off about your charity work.
well, do
look
you
where
do
it got
charity
you.
work? No,
I
exactly.
give £3 to the NSPCC now and again.
I give £1 a month to the
Just a quid.
RSPCA. Yeah, I do. Listen up, the wife's questions.
Go on then.
Dear Andy, how many bags of sugar do you have for your breakfast?
I don't have bags as such. I have like sachets
Yeah.
that I've been stealing from British Home Stores calves.
You
over
have
the
as well,
years.
haven't you?
Yeah. If anything, I'm probably responsible for the downfall of British Home Stores.
So I need to give an answer to the wife. So how many sachets would you use?
Little sachets.
How many sachets?
About a dozen.
A dozen sachets
Yeah.
for breakfast?
Yeah.
Just in warm water or something like that?
Just straight out the sachet.
Okay.
Raw.
My wife says, and she was very, very distressed by this memory, she once went up the Asda, it was the Asda in Ashford actually, and saw a woman wearing 2 different shoes. Is this the norm up the Asda?
I think the 2 different garment thing is the norm everywhere. Jeff Buffon, Italian goalkeeper, wore 2 different coloured gloves the other night. You
Yes, he
notice
did.
that?
Yeah.
A lot of the Premier League footballers, the ones that you wouldn't like to spend time with on
Yeah.
a personal level, wear different coloured boots. It's probably just an extension of that.
Yeah. Is the 2 boots for double the sponsorship or something?
I don't know. I think it's just if they've got 2 favourite colours.
I can understand
Because
that.
people used to have 1 favourite colour, but nowadays there's
what's-
more colours than there used
Can
to be.
I guess
isn't
your
there?
favourite colour?
You can have a go.
Will you be honest though?
I will.
You're just going to say no, but I think your favourite colour is red.
Bastard.
See, what do you
Yeah, it is.
think mine is? It's
Have
not
I,
one of the
have
men.
I tweeted about this in the past?
No. What's-
Hi, my name is Andy and my
I'm a
favourite
red
colour is
lover.
red.
So well,
Red all day long.
I got that right. It's fucked you off, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit.
So you say that's the norm. Andy, I noticed from your previous Twitter that you made a gate for your bungalow from old pallets and fridge panels. I take it then that your bungalow isn't in a conservation area.
I am not prepared to answer that question and potentially incriminate myself.
Why are you so... What is someone after you? Why are you so
Well, first of
secretive?
all, I don't want anyone to know where the bungalow is.
Why not?
Well, you just have people knocking on the door all the time wanting to come in and join in the fun.
Oh, because of the fun.
Well, if I filled it with Jambon, I suppose, that would keep them away, wouldn't it?
What am I going to do with
Flies.
this shit? I mean, I'm going in what? I'm going in an hour.
You're not going to get it all eaten, are you?
No, I'm just going to nick off.
Just leave
Have you
it.
seen how amount of oil that comes out of it?
It's just spewing it.
Isn't it extraordinary? Anyways, up. That's the Jambon.
Is that the end of your questions?
Yeah,
'Cause that
thank
felt like
you.
3.
Yeah. Do you know, I'm going... I tell you, man, I'm going to Lille tomorrow.
When you get there, what are you going to do? What are you going to eat?
I'm hoping there's a McDonald's or something. Because
For a bit of meat.
Do you know the name of it? Yeah. They've got see over there by that whatever, I don't know what you call that thing, Shamit, but that thing there.
Yeah.
There's room service menu, yeah. Mm-hmm. Completely in French, and nothing means anything to me.
Well, just ring up and...
Well, that's what I did. I rang up, and they what I call jib you out. I said, "Hello there, could I order some room service?" And I hear, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vous anglais? Nothing. Not going to go with it. Yeah. Not saying I blame them for that. So I look on my phone. Mange is 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go mange. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Phone. They'd put 2 and 2 together, wouldn't they? I'm in my room and I'm talking eating. Yeah. So I didn't know what the stuff was on the menu. It was one thing I knew what it was, but I didn't want it. So I said all, toot. Yeah. All. Yeah.
Mange tout.
Yeah.
Christ.
So 10 minutes later, they came up with a carrier bag of peas, mange too.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Andy. So I've been.
It's part of your £5 a day, though, isn't it?
But it's been driving me mad, this place. That's what.
Just when you get the Lille, for Christ's sake, don't go in a Jambon shop.
Do you know when I get a little? I'm just saying I've got a little bit of butterflies in my stomach because, unbeknownst to me, the hotel I booked, is about 500 yards from the stadium where Russia are playing Slovakia.
Oh, that'll be all right then. You might be able to see into the stadium from your room.
Oh man, I'm a bit
That'd
worried.
be nice.
I'm a bit worried about it. I tell you. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Just lock your door.
Hey, I was in the fan zone on Thursday.
Right.
It was a Friday for the opening game anyway. Best hot dogs. Best hot dogs in the world. Better than the Odeon Cinema hot dogs. Can you believe that?
Right. I'm surprised that didn't subdue everybody.
What, the
last
hot dogs?
week? Yeah.
Well,
Like when the Russians sort of stormed the fan zone,
yeah.
the English should have just held out some hot dogs to them and go, "Here you go, squire.
They've been a saving
Get
grace.
your laugh and gear around these."
But they've been a saving grace because, you know, all the Russian ones have got gum shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the English thugs, they're all stuffing hot dogs around the gums inside.
Bits of bread.
Bits of bread and that, and probably a bit of fucking jambon now in this town. Would you ever have a cooked carrot, a heated, you know, carrot, cooked carrot,
Yeah.
with a hard-boiled egg?
I've never had it before, but I wouldn't turn it down.
Honestly, you'd put them two together?
Don't knock it till you've tried it. It's like chicken dippers
Chicken food.
and Weetabix with butter on it. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
So, well, will you give that a go for me and report back?
Yeah, I will.
Have you watched Mob
What was
Wives?
it again? Hot carrot.
You know, I don't know what you call a cooked carrot. You
Yeah,
peel a carrot,
boiled.
you put it in a boiled carrot.
Yeah.
Boiled carrot with a cold, hard-boiled
Chop it
egg.
up first, though. Don't just boil the whole thing.
Well, whatever. I don't know. You cut. I presume you put them in your fucking dry fryer, do you?
I might try boiling the whole thing, actually.
What do you mean? You put your egg and a carrot in the fryer?
Just an entire carrot boiled.
Yeah. Served with, say, 2 boiled eggs. Hey, you could make it look like a
Do you
penis.
dip it in the egg?
No, I'm saying hard-boiled egg.
It would look like Ron Ronaldo's boiled balls.
Yeah.
Boiled balls.
Did you notice in that match, Ronaldo kept putting on this insipid sort of smile?
No.
Yeah, you did. You know, like oh, right, I'll forget it then.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, you did. He kept putting on this odd smile. And I'm
As if
trying
he knew something that we didn't.
Yeah, I was trying to work out what is he trying to say, that he's above this, that this is a clown's game.
Well, it's
or...
not a World Cup, is it? So he's not taking it seriously.
I couldn't understand it. Well, I mean, he wasn't very good anyway, was he? Go on then, hit me with something.
I've got some more Euro facts.
Go on then.
Do you want us to
I
do
quite
them
like the Euro
in
facts.
me comedian voice?
It's up to you, Andy. I prefer you just like straight.
Just
The
as
good
me
facts
say.
do.
Sweden
Yeah,
has the highest percentage of female tree surgeons in Europe.
excellent. Can I say, excellent point.
And true.
And I will never,
Factually
I will
accurate.
never ever forget it. Thank you.
The Albanian language has no word for scissors.
Fabulous, but I don't believe it.
Belgium has outlawed the use of the phrase japsai.
Really?
True.
And how is there a police force? Is there a special quango that enforces
I
Japsai
think they
talk?
troll the internet for people using it on social media.
Yeah,
Come down on them like a ton of bricks when
yeah.
they do.
And put a thistle in the
And
Japsai.
there's probably like secret police hiding on street corners, you know, like they used to have the Stasi in
Yeah.
East Germany.
Yeah,
They'll have that.
it's a
just
bit
listening
like
out
it's
for
a bit
people.
like that. It's got that Stasi vibe, you know, because these Russians, you can't tell who they are.
It's fair enough, though.
Well, I mean, the British didn't think they were going to be fighting frickin' Spectre, did they? That's how it seems to have turned out. So, Tobias, I've just been reading your latest Tabitha, yeah? Tabitha Huntley mystery, what you write.
How have you got that? That's not available for publication yet.
I've got hold of it, don't you worry.
God.
I've had it emailed to me. So let's just have a look at this extract I was looking at. It's pathetic, Andy. Andy took off his shirt and picked up the big sack of oats as if it was just a bag of very lightweight mushrooms. He tossed it aside and beckoned me to join him on the straw. You remember this?
He's a brilliant character. that
I
Andy.
was powerless to refuse, almost hypnotised by his glistening tits and the smell of chicken dippers. No, hold on, chicken Dijons that hung in the air.
Yeah.
Chicken Dijons.
Continental market, innit?
So what are you trying to pass off dippers as Dijons?
Just never mind about that.
That's what you're doing,
It's
isn't
for
it?
the continental market. Do you think Harry Potter's only for sale in Britain?
You're going to
You've got to make it universal, man.
You're going to get strike. I can see it in your eyes. You're going to strike up a deal with Iceland like Andy Dawson's chicken Dijons.
Tabitha Huntley's chicken Dijons.
Tabitha Huntley's mysterious chicken Dijons.
What's the mystery ingredient? Only Tabitha knows.
Yeah. He'll want to make love. That's what it'll say.
Once
in
he's had
quote.
a face full of these.
Yeah. Nice work. Well, I thought that. But Andy, people are going to see through that. Andy took off his shirt, picked up a big sack of oats as if it was just a bag of very light mushrooms.
The character might not be called Andy in the finished version. I just put that there as like a placeholder because that's my name. It isn't necessarily going to be called Andy.
So you wish, but in your mind, right, and you think, wouldn't it be great if Tabitha really fancied me?
Oh.
But Tabitha's just is your perfect woman then.
Yeah.
It's weird shit that. You're writing about Tabitha, but you've fallen in love with Tabitha.
Yeah.
That is strange.
And I haven't decided I'm going to cast as Tabitha in the movie yet, so...
I know it'll be with you, Susan Offs.
From the Bangles.
Yeah.
With a marker pen all over her face.
Well, I told you, I saw your eyes light up when I mentioned Susanna.
Yeah.
You like Debbie Harry, don't you?
Yeah.
Who'd you like who was a bit more modern?
Esther Ranson.
You like Esther?
Yeah.
What is it? Because she'd like to see her teeth, like, gnashing into a dipper.
Glistening in the moonlight.
Yeah. Bang goes your dipper as her jaw locks.
Chogs! And down her gullet.
So, anything else, Andy?
I haven't really got much else.
Because I'll tell you what, I've got to make this journey. I've got to leave this Jambon behind.
This Jambon hell.
And take this trip up to Lille.
Are you getting there? Are you going on there?
I arrive at Lille, Europe. No, so I'm getting it. It's their TGV train.
Yeah.
And then I check it. I go to this place where the Russia match is.
Yeah.
And then the next day I go back into Lille and I go to Lens. It's about 24 miles away.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having some decent food at Mackey's. Oh.
You know what's going to happen, don't you?
What?
You're going to accidentally buy a shitload of Jambon again.
Well, not in this country. You'll say a burger, and it'll be a Jambon burger.
Yep.
Go. Anyway, want me to finish with a song?
Give us a song, Bob.
Thanks for coming, Andy. Obviously, you're coming along with me. We're pretending you're not. Are you coming along to Lille with me?
Am I coming along?
What are you doing today?
No, I'm going back home.
So you've come in today?
I've come here just to do this in Marseille, and I'm going back to Sunderland
So
now.
you've used your Bet on Brazil money to come down here?
Yeah.
And then go back home?
Yeah, but it's all right because I've got that tip and wheels draw about 16-1 thereabouts.
Okay, well,
I'll put £1 on that, so.
Well, thanks.
Jambon in the train station.
I'm still here next week. You know, are you coming?
I'll come back. Yeah.
Well, all right, fair enough. Here's my song. I hope it feels pertinent to where we are at the moment. I was lost in France without chicken dippers or a chance of romance. Feels like I'm lost in time. I've eaten so much jambon that I've started pissing brine. Yes, I'm lost in France. Lille, here I come.
Woo!
Good luck to England.